months ago.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Super
Games
Cast 64.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have enhanced the show by getting an air horn.
Damn, dude.
That's going to make the show so much better.
For sure.
We're going to get so many people listening now. Well, if you do not know by now, and I'm sure you probably don't, I'm Trey Mitchell. I am a person from the ticket, and I also do a lot of other things, like make TubeView videos, and I have this podcast called Super GamesCast 64, where every week me and my my soulmate, my hetero life mate, Austin Guttery, I forget your last name for a second.
Hey.
We talk about video games for a little while. And we talk about them, and we discuss news of the day. And Austin Guttery over here, he works for the Well production, and he gets to
Close enough.
He gets to sniff Dirk Nowitzki's taint sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not all times.
Yeah.
It happens.
So this podcast, we do it weekly. We also have another podcast that's about once a month on the Blowout Network, where we review one game a month or so. We've not done one since Newman Sky?
Yeah, Newman Sky.
Newman Sky. I have been watching Sinfeld for a little bit, yeah. I'm only on season 3. I'm liking it.
You're getting into the real good areas. Season 3, 4, and 5 are the best.
I just finished up the garage when we're there in the parking garage.
That's one of the best ones.
It was good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Little Scientology joke in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little look into the future.
Did you like those 90s tough guys?
Yeah. I thought the one guy was Patrick Swayze.
Really?
Dude, you look just like Patrick Swayze for a second.
Where their tank tops are cut.
Yeah,
like
it's really
bras.
weird.
Yeah.
Really weird. It's the 90s, early 90s for you, I guess.
Fucked up.
Mm-hmm. It's totally fucked up. Anyway, you can find us on iTunes now. We have our own iTunes. Yeah, we're on iTunes.
Nobody uses iTunes.
You know how easy it is to get on iTunes?
No, tell me.
It's very easy.
Do I have to download it?
You gotta just use your iPhone. No, if you have the podcast app on your iPhone or MP3 player.
Wait.
You can,
the podcast app?
Yeah, podcast app.
We have our own app now?
No, we don't have an app.
Oh.
But we have the iTunes podcast app. You can download our podcast. And if you're like having a morning run or you're in your car commuting from your job, you can listen to us.
Oh, there you go.
Or you can listen to other better podcasts.
Well, if you want to slow your run down a little bit.
Yeah. If you just want to be like, hey, let's listen to this thing.
Yeah.
You can listen to us. It's a good deal. It's a very good deal. Austin, what have you been playing lately?
Well,
that's great. Anyway.
Last few days I've been playing a lot of Cities, Skylines.
Ooh, colons?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's been a lot of fun.
That's like better Sims, right?
Better Sims City. Nothing will be better than Sims.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, this is better Sim City. I never played Sim City, so I have no...
Neither have I.
But I know a lot of people are real passionate about it. I know a lot of people really like it. I've really enjoyed Cities Skylines so far. I'm really bad at it. It's hard to keep these people happy. And
yeah, I bet.
It's hard to get these roads, moving correctly, and people keep catching on fire and dying, and I just can't do anything about it. But
fire, I've seen people play it, and I know that fire is a big thing that happens in cities.
Yeah, that's one of the first things I build. I build a little fire station to make sure that everyone's taken care of, hose down a little bit.
Hose it down?
Yeah, we get Martha out there, hose everyone down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like it. It's real pretty. And it's got like 2 really good, I don't even know how to say it, like visual areas. Like, so when you're playing, like when you're planning city routes and stuff, you're way up in the sky and you can kind of hear the wind going by, and you can hear a bird now and then. It sounds really cool. Like you're up in the sky and you can see the whole city, and it's real pretty and green, and you can see the mountains in the distance, and then you zoom in, you get down to the city level, and you can watch. They have every detail mapped out. They got people going to work. They got little trees. They got little trash cans, little cars.
Can you look into the windows and see people having sex?
You can. I don't know. Hopefully.
This game would be good for VR, I think.
Maybe. I mean, it would be cool. I just don't know what it would add.
Right. I can see being kind of a neat, like 3D space.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I think it looks really good. You zoom in, and they use not forced perspective. What's the trick where they blur the foreground and the background, and then the middle ground is in focus, and it looks like everything's really tiny? Tilt shift. Yeah, tilt shift photography.
Yeah, that's it. Tilt shift. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sure,
and so it looks really cool. It makes
Sure.
it look like you're down, on the streets as
Mhm.
one of your little people. Yeah. So I've played 7 or 8 hours of it so far, and we'll see how it continues to go.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Good.
I've also been playing Link Between Worlds again. Really fun, really good, really fluid. Works real well. Great. Looks good.
Beautiful game.
Enjoying it.
Beautiful.
What have you been playing?
So the other day I popped in Grand Theft Auto 5 to F around to that, and just such a special game,
Yeah.
It's just so fun, and
It is.
they really, Grand Theft Auto Online's a really cool deal because you can just kind of just go in there and F around, and you don't have to worry about, not having enough guns and being in the right point in the game, so you could just go in and, you don't even have to do any of the little challenges they present. You can just screw around in there. And I was playing that a bit. My character is Alex from Clockwork Orange.
Nice.
Obviously. And yeah, played around that for a little bit. Finally finished Mafia 2.
Okay. How'd you like it?
It's good. I think the story's really strong.
Cool.
And I think that might be the best thing going for it, is its story.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it's fun. It's just...
Does it look like shit?
No, it's actually a really nice looking game.
Does it look like dog shit?
It has a good sense of place.
Okay. What does that mean?
It's very much the 1950s, the 1940s.
Cool.
There definitely, scenes at the beginning of the game that feel like Christmas time in New York in the 1950s, whatever that might feel like. I assume it would feel like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it was enjoyable. There are just things that got repetitive, like the driving. The cover-based shooting gets a little repetitive when there's not a unlock button.
This is PS3?
PS3.
Okay. What was this, like 2008?
Oh.
2009?
I want to say 2009.
2010?
29. I'd say 29. I'm looking at a map right now. 2010.
Okay.
Yeah. So, probably mid PS3.
All right.
Yeah.
I've been seeing commercials for...
The Mafia 2?
Yeah.
Or
No,
Mafia
for
3?
Mafia 3 with that black fella, and he's in
that black fellow?
Louisiana.
Yeah. So, I guess, since we can do this organically, let me go into a news story. Looks like Mafia 3, they're not, or 2K are not releasing their review copies of Mafia 3 to the press in advance.
That's a bad sign.
Now, not always. Doom didn't do that, and that game was great.
That just means they thought it was shitty.
Sometimes. I mean, I don't know. I think some people have been playing it, but, I mean, none of the big, review sites have gotten a copy. So who really knows, because no one's really had a chance to play it. I don't know. I mean, that's maybe not, who knows if that's good news or bad news. Maybe it's bad news, maybe it's not.
Yeah.
I know games will do this when they're big multiplayer-centric games. They'll do that to make sure the servers are all right. Or they'll do it because they know there's going to be a big patch, day one patch coming out. That'll totally change the game.
Okay, that makes sense.
No, I mean, I don't know if that's fact or not,
Yeah.
but that could just be a reason why. But I thought that's important to know that Mafia 3, the review copies are not coming till after the game's released. So.
That's kind of similar to, did you hear about the new Five Nights at Freddy's?
No, I have not.
It's supposed to come out like in 2 days, and they didn't send out review copies, and people were wondering what the hell's
Review?
going on.
I thought that game just comes out and people just all the YouTube people and streamers play it. That game doesn't really have reviews.
Well,
isn't it on like 6 now?
No, this is the 3rd one supposed to come out.
No, Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah.
I think they already did like 5, I thought.
There may be spin-offs. This one is Five Nights at Freddy's 3. I'm pretty sure. I just saw it today.
Okay.
Well, the creator was like, I'm thinking of not releasing this. It's supposed to come out like Friday.
Yeah.
And he's saying, I don't think I'm going to release this year. It's too sickening and too scary, and I want to make it more kid-friendly. And so he's going to redo it. I know. Which is weird. I saw a Five Nights at Freddy's t-shirt in the very young boys section at Target, which is weird.
Yeah. I saw it at, where were we? Spencer Gifts this last weekend. We got a Ninja Turtle socks for a groomsmen party.
Cute.
Yeah, it was so cute.
Oh.
Yeah. And I saw a Five Nights at Freddy's shirt there.
Have you ever played it?
No, I've not. I've seen plenty of people playing it in footage.
People screaming on the internet.
Oh my god, it's so scary.
I can't handle it.
I can't either.
Anyone who talks about video games on the internet is an ass.
I agree. Anyone who talks about video games on the internet are stupid and dumb, especially if it's esports.
Yeah.
Now those people are the worst.
Yeah, any engaged esports, just white people.
White people suck.
Yeah, cis white people.
Cis
scum of the earth.
Male suck. They're the worst.
What else have you been playing?
So I played Batman, Telltale Batman.
Okay.
That's really, really good. I'm very familiar with Telltale, but I've not played too many of their games. And I know Justin Montemayor, he's really big into Telltale.
Now they make the Walking Dead games.
Yeah, The
right?
Walking Dead. They made Borderlands. They did
They do Tetris.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did it. They do Borderlands. They did a Game of Thrones one.
Oh, I don't know.
They do Minecraft story mode.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's them. And yeah, it's very interesting take on Batman. And we could have called him, but fuck it. I wished Matt Birmingham was here. Maybe we can get him on one day and talk about it, because it takes Batman in a very interesting direction. I guess we're going to have spoilers here if you've not played the game. I'm going to have some light spoilers. You're kind of dealing with his family and...
Batman's family?
Yeah. Batman's family and
his
the fact
family?
that... Yeah, his dad and mom, and the fact that they might be more, bad than it's usually portrayed.
Like they were evil stock investors.
They
who
were
scammed
more
people.
corrupt. And this is very early Batman, too. This is very early where it's Commissioner Gordon. You don't really know Commissioner Gordon that well. You're pretty much trying to get Harvey Dent elected mayor. And it's kind of, pulling you along that route. And so you have to make all these different decisions on your character, how you're going to clear your name as Bruce Wayne, and are you gonna make this decision as Batman or Bruce Wayne? Like, there's this decision, like on the second episode I played, that was like, hey, you need to go meet this person. Are you gonna go as Bruce Wayne or Batman? It seems that people respect Batman. It would be bad if Batman went, you went in as Batman. It might look bad to the public, but you might actually get the job done. But if you go as Bruce Wayne, you might have more persuasion, but it might look bad that you're there. And so it's very interesting because it's not just Batman, it's more Bruce Wayne and how he's trying to, mix being Batman and Bruce Wayne. And it's a fascinating take on it. And, and the whole, I'm playing it as, the whole thing is, I'm trying to get Harvey Dent elected. That's my whole goal in this game. And because I feel that he can, do the best for Gotham. And everyone knows Harvey Dent is the Two-Face. And then,
Wait,
you got the Penguin.
He is?
Yeah, Harvey Dent's Two-Face.
I didn't.
Well.
Come on, dog.
That's pretty obvious. I mean, that's what his name is. Two-Face's name is Harvey Dent.
Well, I was watching Dark Knight right before I came over here, and I had to pause it like halfway through to come over.
Yeah.
So thanks.
Yeah. That's all right.
Okay.
And you got the Penguin in there too. But the Penguin isn't, and that's another thing. The Penguin isn't I don't know too much about, the different iterations of Batman. I kind of know the basic, like what you see in movies and TV. So I've always seen the Penguin as this older, squatty, fat guy.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Danny DeVito. Whereas this guy's like this young revolutionary kind of guy.
Huh.
So it's interesting, and he's the Penguin.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because the first episode, all my decisions I made at the very end of the game, they show you how you compare to the majority of people, and it'll show what percentage you're in on the choices you made. And so it's like, okay, you decided to be mean to this guy, and 95% of the people decided to do that, or you decided to break the guy's arm, and it's different decisions. It's not like every single decision you make. It's like certain ones. And it'll be like, you decided to go in as Batman. It'll be, say, 60% of people decided this. And I was in the majority at the first episode. In the second episode, I was in the minority in a lot of the decisions, because there are a few that were, you got Catwoman in the second one. Spoiler alert. And, there are a lot of, there's sort of very, you could tell the sexual tension between the two.
Nice.
I wasn't really focused on that playing, and I was trying to, do more good to Harvey. And so I think a lot of people were playing it as, I want to fuck Catwoman.
Nice.
So a lot of people's, decisions were more on that side, whereas mine's were, I'm trying to get this guy elected.
Prude.
I am a prude.
Yeah.
But next episode, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get Bruce Wayne some next episode.
Nice.
Fuck it. So I've been playing that. I was gonna play something else today or yesterday, but I was sick. So I've been.
No. You have the butt water?
I got more like the
nose water?
The cold chill, hot, warm, cold chill.
I'm not familiar with
It's hot,
that.
it's cold, it's hot, it's cold, it's hot, but it's cold. But it's cold, but it's hot.
I know.
Got the shakes. Got the shakes, bro.
Did you play Frogger at all?
I did play Frogger. I've been meaning to get into... Oh, no, you know what else I played? A little Mario Galaxy. A little bit more of that.
Oh, I inspired you.
Yeah, you did inspire me.
It's fun, right?
Yeah. No, I guess I have 18 stars so far, so I think 60 to beat the game. I might try to beat it.
Nice.
Yeah. So you inspire me to play a little bit more of that. So, play a little bit of that. It's weird because you can't. I realized I'm playing on the Wii U, and you can't really, fix up your how the Wiimote is. So like now you can't really see it on a podcast, but I'm sitting like this, and my hand's pointed towards the TV. But to even see the hand, I had to move my hand all the way down.
That's strange.
Because of the Wiimote, and so maybe it's just how I have that bar position.
Yeah, change your bar.
Yeah, I might have to do that. But Mario Galaxy is a pretty good little game, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Playing the first one or the second one?
It's the first one. I'm going to try to beat that one. I got to go in order.
Yeah.
I know everyone likes the second one better.
Did you never play them before?
No, I played the first one before.
Okay.
But I just haven't played it in a long time.
Second one's really good. It kind of takes all the... It's more like an old Mario game where you just move from world to world. It takes out the big old spaceship
world,
house you're on.
I don't like that. I like the hub world Mario games.
Yeah.
Like 64 and Sunshine and all that.
Same here.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's what I've been playing. So I mean we could go into some news items if you want. I guess we already did the Mafia 3 thing.
Yep.
You know what? Well, let's do one news item and then we'll do the second news item when we do the Twitter questions.
Okay.
So Bethesda has announced that Skyrim and Fallout 4 PS4 mod support is happening. I guess there was a big hoopla that it wasn't going to happen. I guess Sony had some issues, and it seemed like the mod support for the new Skyrim HD and Fallout 4 were not going to happen, but now they're happening.
Hey!
Yay!
Look at that.
Oh my god. Dude, this is the third... I mean, off the top of my head, the third HD re-release this year.
Yeah.
Skyrim. I swear to God, PS5, Xbox, all need to be backwards compatible. Because this is ridiculous. I mean, I like it and I'm buying it. Maybe I'm the problem, Yeah,
you are.
I'm pretty much the problem, but it's a little ridiculous. I don't know. I guess it's because PS4 is selling so much better than PlayStation 3 and same with the Xbox One's just selling really well, and they figure they can do this and people will buy it. I don't know, but I mean, it seems like incredible amount of games. Also, maybe just because games are getting taking longer to make nowadays. I think too. I mean, what do you think about all that?
It's just kind of, this is the 6 Spider-Mans in 10 years or whatever to me, you know? It just seems kind of like, do we need it? I mean, I get why they made all the Spider-Mans. There's contractual stuff. But I don't get why they're making all these. I mean, I get it if Skyrim was 15 years ago or something.
Yeah.
What was it, 5? Like
2011?
People are still playing it.
Yeah.
Not even
a lot
5.
of people are playing it on PC where, you know, you already have all these mods that can make it better and more pretty and bigger and whatnot. Stupid, man. Stupid. Also, the NDA for PSVR was lifted today. I don't know what the term is. Anyway, pretty much everyone, there are a lot of reviews and stuff about PSVR. And I'm sorry if this is kind of turning into I don't mean for this podcast to be a PlayStation Intrusive podcast. It's just, I mean, there's not a lot of Nintendo news nowadays until the NX is released. And I'm just very in touch with the PlayStation stuff as more than other things. So I apologize if it seems that way. I'll try to do better to get more Xbox and whatever news too.
Thank you for acknowledging your faults.
My faults and my biases.
Yeah.
But the PlayStation VR, you know, it's coming in a few weeks, and a lot of the reviews have come for it. And man, it's been pretty positive.
Yeah.
So far, I mean, it seems like it's a very comfortable system. And it seems like the games are all right. Interesting thing I've been hearing is it's something you're not going to want to play every single day because you get really tired after playing it.
That's strange.
Yeah, it's weird. It seems a lot of people just get exhausted after a while playing it because you're kind of tricking your brain.
Right.
To, you know, this is the real world, but it's a game, and you're trying to, you know, make your brain think you're doing something you're not. So yeah, that's one thing I've been hearing. You know, the games are pretty short. The launch games, you know, or I hear Batman VR is the big one that people like.
Okay.
Where you can be the Batman.
They have Tetris VR?
They don't, but they should.
Frogger?
No, Frogger.
What about my boy Cubert?
Cubert is not in there. So yeah, there seems to be a lot of different kind of smaller games for PlayStation VR, and I mean, I don't know. $400 is a lot, but it seems to be the cheaper option besides the Vive, which seems to be a lot more expensive, and it seems like the Vive you have to have a lot more room.
Yeah, I mean, people were freaking out about the Oculus being $600, but the Vive's what, $800 plus computer?
Yeah. You got to get a gaming PC.
Yeah.
I haven't even heard much about the Oculus. Like, what is even...
Yeah, did it ship? It was supposed to ship in, like, May, right?
I don't know. I've heard nothing about that. I only hear about Vive and PSVR.
Yeah.
If I hear about anything.
It's stupid country.
It's stupid country.
I know, man.
I don't know, man. But anyway, yeah, so that's coming out soon. We got all the reviews. Everyone's pretty positive on it. I don't know. What do you think about the whole deal? What if Nintendo's VR?
Yeah, the one they tried, 25 years ago?
Did you ever play that?
Virtual Boy?
Yeah.
No, I was like 1.
I remember my friend had it. I remember playing that at his house.
Really?
Yeah.
Use the Power Glove with it?
Uh-huh. I just remember how weird it was.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know, it was very archaic.
Yeah.
It's like when you go to arcades and it's those really old school Star Wars arcades where it's just, you know, wires.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really like that. It feels just like real life, though.
Yeah, we'll see where all this VR stuff goes. I feel like it maybe is starting to plateau until some better technology comes out.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to disappear like, you know,
like
Wii U or 3D, because I think one, it's a new way to play. I think 2, it has way more uses than just video games. You know, Bad Radio talks about all the time. You know, you can watch a baseball game, football game. I also think, and TC and Bad Radio and the Hardline like to joke around, But I think VR porn is going to determine what system is the best.
That's how it always is.
It really is. Like, that's what the whole DVD player thing is in
Yeah.
VHSs. That's porn was the adult film industry really, helped determine which would succeed. So
What movie is that from where they're having that discussion?
oh man, I don't know.
Oh, is that This Is the End?
Might be, yeah. But it is true.
Yeah.
It's true. And it's it could definitely, help VR out a lot.
No. It's Tropic Thunder.
Okay. I didn't know Tropic Thunder.
You haven't seen Tropic Thunder?
No, I've seen Tropic Thunder. I don't remember what movie it's from.
That's this week on TC's movie podcast.
With who?
With whom?
With whom?
I don't know.
Oh. I didn't know it was this week.
It might not be.
Might not be.
Yeah,
Oh.
It might be. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you knew.
No.
Seemed like a movie they would review.
TC's like 4 levels up. We got to go through so much red tape to even.
We do.
get his
I can't
email.
even talk to him.
Yeah.
Like, I see him and he just can't even do it.
Yeah.
So much. He's so famous.
I know.
Yeah.
He's a total cock.
Wow, man. Jeez.
See, because they do all those little names with his initials. You know?
Totally cock.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, we got some Twitter questions. Yeah.
Yay!
We got Twitter questions. We got Twitter questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's that prod Val.
So, our first Twitter question is from a guy who just, to be very candid, we just spent an hour talking to our good friend Tim.
Yeah.
And our first Twitter question is from Tim. Yeah, we had to talk middle of the podcast, so it's, we're forward in time while you're still in the past. So think about that for a while. So we got Tim. No Man's Sky hasn't tweeted since August 18th. Does Trey still feel like the devs did nothing wrong? Austin, I greater than 3U.
Well, I don't know math very well.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
It's a heart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Tim, I heart you too.
Oh.
I should have told him that when he was in here.
Yeah, we did.
I just told him to go to bed instead.
He did.
Yeah, I'll see him there.
He was drunk in here.
Oh.
So killer. He was drunk.
Clearly. Yeah, on the job.
Mm-hmm.
On the clock.
On the clock.
He said he wasn't going to clock out till he sobered up.
Yeah. So, that's... I never said the developers did nothing wrong. I was a little more lenient on them back then, but now I've kind of, they probably did a lot wrong.
Same here. I was kind of like, oh, well, I mean, you can't expect the game to be, like, perfect, but now after the veil has been pulled, it's like, okay, they showed us a completely different game.
Yeah.
And what we got was a shell of it.
And actually now No Man's Sky is being investigated over misleading advertising claims. The UK Advertising Standards Authority is investigating No Man's Sky after it's received several complaints about the game's potentially misleading advertising. It goes on to, all this stuff. But now they're getting sued. Man, that's not good. I just got a thing popped up. Stay up to date with No Man's Sky. I'm not going to sign up for that.
God. Well, the subreddit was shut down today.
Yeah.
The top moderator had enough of people coming on there and just shitting
Man.
that he shut it down. There's a whole big thing about it.
I do like Steampunk Muppets tweet, remember No Man's Sky? The member berries from South Park.
I haven't watched in a couple of years.
You know what? People are like getting on board with South Park the last 3 years.
It's
been around for what, 15 years? 20 years? I remember like sneaking in and watching it when I was like 10.
Yeah, they've been doing social commentary since 2001.
Yeah.
That's when it was at its best. Season 5 to maybe 10
Sure.
was probably the best. And I don't know, these last few have just been too pushy.
They've been they're not singular episodes anymore, and not just because they're doing it more of a serial. They're almost too almost too current events oriented. Whereas, early on they were more, you can watch it whenever, they're a la carte. Now it's like, okay, you kind of have to know what's going on in the world to get it. It's how's that going to hold up in 5 years?
Yeah.
So that's a little my opinion on South Park, but Anyway, No Man's Sky. It's I haven't touched it since we last talked about it, which sucks. I just see it there like, God, why did I spend $60 on it?
Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I got entertainment out of it for
Yeah.
a while, just not enough.
Yeah. Next. Oh, this might be an answer for this one. Do you have a favorite bad video game? That's from Tom Ginsberg. T_Ginsberg on Twitter.
All right, repeat the question again. I was looking at titters on my phone.
Do you have a favorite bad video game?
Now, what does that mean? Does that mean like a bad game you
Like
really
a guilty
enjoy?
pleasure, maybe.
Okay,
Yeah.
so not like what is your like the worst game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a bad video game you enjoy.
God, I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, I can't really think.
It's not like a bad movie where you can watch it and laugh at it. But
Yeah.
like if a game is bad, it's not entertaining.
Right. Or maybe like a game that's not really reviewed well, but you enjoy.
I don't
Something
know.
like that.
Hubert was a smash hit, right?
Yeah, it was a
Oh,
smash.
shit. I don't know, maybe something from crazymonkeygames.net
Crazy Monkey.
or like Miniclip. Maybe some Flash game.
Yeah, I mean mobile games. I guess you could put mobile games in that. There's a ton of shitty mobile games that are fun to play. You know.
Mm.
I mean, hell, I guess it's not a shitty mobile game, but Plague. I like to play Plague Inc.
Is that the one where the virus spreads?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Falling Sand game, maybe? Have you ever played that?
No.
It's one of my favorites. You just make sand.
Make sand.
It's fun.
All right. I like Dig It, where you're this little like little dig thing. You had to dig in underground and find minerals.
You
And
mean Dig Dug?
Dig Dug. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
You have a little air blow, like a little air pump, and you blow up alligators and shit.
No, that's not it.
That's Dig.
No, yeah. This is You Dig It or something, and you're this little machine that digs underground.
Mm-hmm.
It was pre-Minecraft where I was trying to find a game where I could dig, and now I do have a game called Minecraft. Gustav, the real Gustav, asks us. I keep hearing about Red Dead Redemption on the Below the Belt podcast. Is it worth it?
I'm sorry, I was looking at titters again.
Yeah,
What was
you're
the
always
question?
looking at titters. He's saying, is Red Dead Redemption worth it? Is it worth the buy?
I've only watched someone play it.
The answer is yes. It's a great game. It's probably one of the best games of last generation, so you should buy it. And that's all our questions.
Thanks,
That's
Twitter.
all the Twitter questions. So yeah, that's all the good little questions from the good little girls and boys who listen to this podcast. So shit. There's been a lot of weird clowns going on lately, Austin.
I know. What's up with that? I mean,
There's-
what are all those clowns doing down there?
I don't know.
I was
But,
just having a conversation with someone on Reddit about it. Someone up in Wisconsin, he said clowns are up there too.
Dude, I saw the this little Twitter feed of just different clowns chasing people.
I'm sure it's just one of the. Well, someone was speculating it's a advertising campaign for
Something.
the remake of It,
Yeah.
which is coming out soon.
I don't.
Who knows?
I don't know though. I don't know. But what I do know is we could maybe list our favorite clowns in video games because that's a thing we could do,
Mm-hmm.
or we could not do that.
No, I've here. I'll preview it. The clown on the car in Twisted Metal.
That's the only one I was gonna say. Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
That shitty clown in Skyward Sword that laughs at you.
Oh yeah, he's all
That's
sad. Yeah,
bullshit.
what a dick.
I hated that. I hated that minigame.
Krusty the Clown from Simpsons Hit and Run.
That's cheating.
God, we're doing this segment now. Let's save all these clowns for next time.
All right. What? Do it next time?
Were you wanting to do it next time, right?
No, I'm looking up best clowns in video
God, I'm
games.
sorry. I was looking at titters again.
Stop looking at titters. Well, while I look up the clowns, tell them about your campaign. Become the president.
Yeah, so I'm running for City Council, District 14.
Yeah.
Me and I'm running against some chump named Adam and some other chump, the incumbent who was caught looking at titters on his phone during a council meeting.
Right. Who's the incumbent? What's the incumbent's name?
I don't know. So we're looking to unseat him, and then Adam and I can duke it out.
Well, I'm getting titters on my computer right now.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah. So the election's in May, so I'm going to be hitting the streets. I need 25 signatures from people who live in District 14, and hopefully
only 25 signatures?
Yeah. So hopefully I'll be your new city councilman.
This is going to start a thing where you're going to become president of the United States.
Let's fucking hope.
Make America great again with Austin Gut.
That's right.
The Gut Man.
Good again.
The Gut Man. So I'm looking here. Okay, we have the clown from Heavy Rain, where you buy a balloon from the clown. Have you ever played Heavy Rain?
No.
I'm getting all these titters on my computer. Jesus. So he's a clown that you buy a balloon from in Heavy Rain, and he has a red balloon and it costs a lot of money. And you make a comment that it costs a lot of money. Then your son Jason disappears, and you have to yell Jason. Press X for Jason. Then he gets hit by a car, all because of this clown.
Okay. Well, then on that note, top 10 balloons in video games.
Ooh, balloon from Mario Kart.
Okay, balloon fight.
Balloon fight.
And the rest.
I don't know. Ooh, here's a creepy clown, Kinky Pinky, from NARC. Huh. I'm sure people are really enjoying this podcast right now.
Waiting for more clowns.
I got nothing.
There's some good titters on here. Man, there's some shit going down on this No Man's Sky thing.
Yeah, what's going on?
So one of the it looks like the moderator who initially shut it down got vetoed by the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
They brought it back up.
Uh-oh.
And then he shut it down again. It's confusing. It looks like, okay, so he shut it down again, and then so all the moderators have started trying to make a new subreddit. I don't know. That whole game was a shit show, and I think it'll go down in video game history as an example, maybe as like a pivotal turning point. Video game history.
I hope not, because it's almost like saying that innovation is a bad thing. You should just stick to what we want. We don't want anything that's somewhat innovative. And I hope the lesson is that don't hype your fucking game up that much, and don't have it be 3 years of commercials and advertisement.
Yeah. That's more what I mean. It'll be history as far as the most bungled release ever.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Well, I need to play legal again. So, do you want to wrap it up, or do you want me to come back?
Let's wrap it up.
All right, man. So, yeah, I have to play legal.
All right, cool. More clowns to come next week.
Yeah, more clowns next week. I'm sorry for this episode. It probably sucked.
Hey, man.
We had to get out. We had to pause it for about an hour, and then we kind of came back, and all our energy was gone.
Yeah,
as you
thanks
could tell.
to
Tim. I offered Tim a spot to talk, and he didn't want to help our podcast out.
He screamed no.
He was like, no, you're not using this talent to help your podcast. So that sucks. If you want to follow me, it's Craytray Vids on Twitter. Austin Guttery is what's your Twitter handle?
At Helen Smeller.
You can go to supergamescast64.com to check out all the podcasts. We're also on iTunes, and we have a show monthly on the Blowout Podcast Network. You can find that on, you can't find it on blowoutpodcast.com. You can find it on iTunes and their app. Go to the iTunes store or the Google Play or whatever you want to use and play it there. Thank you very much. Next week, we're going to do Yoshi's Story. Have a great time.
Love you.